Hey everybody, it's me, Timmy Flyersguy. I decided to come on here and do a video. There's no intro to this video, no outro either, because this isn't something that I really wanted to talk about. I was inspired to do this video from the YouTuber Grimm. He talked about the old Grimm. He talked about his old self, the old Grimm. And I thought I'd come on here and I'd title this video, Whatever Happened to the Old Timmy Flyersguy. Well, let's talk about the old Timmy Flyersguy. As you know, I'm a really big, as you guys know, I am really into the Philadelphia Flyers. And most of my life, I watched them on TV all the time, went to a lot of games with my father. And I remember a time when the Flyers would do bad in the game, and I would get so upset. I would blame everybody. I would blame the league. I would blame the refs. I would blame the naysayer fans. I would just blame everybody for the loss, because deep inside I was insecure over that loss. And to be insecure over a hockey game, there's something not quite right with you if you're insecure about your team losing a game. And I realized that. For years I was like this. Even when my dad was alive, I was like this. And he would try his best to calm me down most of the time. I remember just getting so mad in 2010 with the Flyers, for the playoffs against the Blackhawks. Flyers were losing. I was getting so pissed off. I even yelled and screamed at the TV. My uncle and my dad were really disappointed in me. And you think I learned my lesson after that. But no, I continued to be that same psychotic Flyers fan that blamed everybody else and never took accountability for what the team was. And never took accountability for what happened that night. I also remember going to a Flyers game, just after the game, they were facing off against I think they were still the Phoenix Coyotes at the time. Flyers lost that game, and I ended up just breaking down. At the beginning of the season, you remember the beginning of the 2013-2014 season. Flyers, I think they won, they didn't win a single game in the preseason. And they go into the season, and they end up losing every single game. They lose to the Coyotes. That was the last straw for me. I lost my shit in the parking lot. We were going home. I was so upset. My dad had to calm me down. He told me, look, it's just a game. Sometimes things like this happen. But you gotta always remember to support your team no matter what. And you think maybe I'd learn my lesson after that. And maybe I would learn that now. No, I didn't. And I continue to be that guy. And I remember after a loss to the Washington Capitals, the Flyers were winning that game, by the way. Caps came back and beat the Flyers. I ended up losing my shit again, and my dad had to calm me down. You think I would learn my lesson after that? No, I haven't learned my lesson after that. Fast forward to 2016. I lose my shit once again in a playoff game against the Capitals. And at the time, my dad was really sick and he was fighting through cancer. And I was just screaming and yelling and carrying on because they were losing. And it dawned on me that, maybe I should calm down, but I still didn't learn my lesson after that. The next season, it was the same thing for me. And then when I came back from a horrible, multiple months of my life in 2017, going into 2018, I thought maybe this was time for me to change. I'm alive, I'm healthy, and I'm good. And once again, I'm still the same guy. Still losing my shit over a Flyers loss. And I remember when they were in the playoffs against the Pittsburgh Penguins. That's when I really started to get angry. I really started to get really angry. I remember one of the games. They lost it. It was the deciding game in the series was the Penguins. And I remember just going on a tangent after that. Blaming the Penguins fans, saying that they were using witchcraft to guarantee their team victory and all this stuff, and how the fans were trying to cheat for their team and all that. And I really lost it, man. I think I learned my lesson after that. Nope. Still the same Timmy Flyersguy. Going into the 2019-2018 season. More of the same, just me losing my shit and getting angry. And I remember just losing my shit because the Flyers were so damn close to making the playoffs. And they blew it. And their chances ended. And I was extremely pissed off. Going into 2019-2020, that was a great year for the Flyers. But then COVID hit, and that's when I really lost my shit. When all the Flyers games got canceled. Because all I cared about was the Flyers games at times. And, I'm going to re-evaluate my thoughts at the end of this video, thinking of that. And I was just so mad. And I remember when the Flyers were eliminated, I was depressed and upset. And years later, after COVID, things started to really change for me. I ended up getting really upset over a stupid reason. Upset because a girl that I loved, was a girl that I had a connection with. She said she doesn't like people saying Merry Christmas to her. And apparently I flipped out. I got all upset. I got myself sick to the word. I think I learned my lesson after that. And after that, we did make up after that. Things got a little better after that. We ended up even doing a podcast episode together, which you can find on my YouTube channel if you look under the Timmy Flyersguy podcast playlist called Collaborations. You'll see an episode that I did with her. Also, this was the year that me and her kind of lost touch. She wasn't talking to me for the longest time. She had something going on, and it really took its toll on me, especially the way, and the fact that the 2021 season for the Flyers was one of the worst seasons ever. And it all piled on to me that this girl that I liked was not really talking to me. And I didn't do anything wrong. She was very busy in her life. And this year I really lost my temper. I was continually screaming at the TV every time the Flyers would lose a game. And it was frustrating because night after night, it was the same damn thing. And I just couldn't take it. I really lost it that year. I couldn't take it. I could not take it. And we go into next season. And that girl, she's not the one that I loved. The one that I was had a connection with, who I kind of had a crush on. She came to see me in November. And that was a great visit. It was a really good visit. And the day before that, I ended up flipping my shit because the Flyers lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning. You think I learned my lesson after that? No, I haven't. You're gonna hear me say that a lot in this video. After that, it was like a week, maybe a couple more days after that, going into the Black Friday game against the Carolina Hurricanes. I'm online doing a live stream of the game. Now, I'm not showing the game on TV because of YouTube copyright issues, but I'm being an announcer. I'm announcing the game. Things are going pretty well. Flyers are playing good. And all of a sudden, just like that, things start to change very, very quickly in that game. Flyers blow a lead in that game. Carolina comes back. The Carolina Hurricanes take over that game on a live stream. And you probably still can see that live stream video that I did. I absolutely lose my shit on live stream. And I just say, you know what? Screw this, I'm done. I'm getting off of here. I can't take this. So I signed down to live stream. Everybody saw what happened. Everybody saw me lose my shit on live stream. But everybody knew kind of how I felt. Because I'm sure there were a lot of other people that were probably live streaming the game. Probably said, hey, I'm done, that's it. Fast forward to the 2022. Like the 2021-22 season was a horrible season. And I lost my shit every single day of my life. I even did a rant video about Chuck Fletcher, which you can probably find somewhere on my YouTube channel. And every day, it was a rant against Chuck Fletcher, Comcast, the coaching staff, the medical staff. It was a tirade of anger every single day. A tirade of unbridled anger and disdain. And you know, the season officially ended. I get ready for next season. And you thought maybe I wouldn't get pissed off during the off season. Well, a lot of people were pissed off in that off season, including me. The fact that Chuck Fletcher did not sign Johnny Cruz-Juiceau, who wanted to play here. I started losing my shit. I started yelling and cursing Chuck Fletcher out on YouTube, calling him a failure and a fraud. And that's not it, folks. Fast forward to 2022, 2023. We fast forward to 2022, 2023. Everything's going well this season. Flyers are playing great. But just like that, it takes one thing to go wrong, and the whole season goes wrong. I was absolutely screaming. Well, actually, let's rewind a little bit. After the 2021, 2022 season, my lady friend, who I told you about when I did a podcast episode with, came to see me once again. And this was for the final time. It was such a fun day we had together, and everything was going well. We were still talking after that. And all of a sudden, well, actually, let's say, this was right after I got a really bad reaction to medication. I took this medication. I was nauseous. I was getting body aches. It was horrible. And this was right after, not right after, like a couple months after, in July. And sooner or later, I get better. I start feeling better. going into mid-July, she's officially gone. She left without a trace. She's off of social media. And then I start making this crazy proclamation that I started getting really upset. I was confused. I was upset. I didn't know what to do. And so I said, I said, you know what, I'm going to be fine. I'll be alright. Going into 2022, 2023, things were going well for the Flyers. And at times I thought that maybe she would come back to see me again. That didn't happen. My mom sat me down and told me that, this isn't going to happen. You can't expect her to drive all the way from California just to see you again. I mean, you gotta let it go. And, she was right. She was right. And things started to go wrong in 2022, 2023. I was losing almost every single game. And the chances of making the playoffs there was no chance. And my anger and my frustration started to pile up, and the fact that my lady friend didn't look coming around anymore, it all added up. And it just got to me. I got so mad that season, and so angry, and so upset that season. And I was getting muscle cramps almost every day that year, that season. And I found out the reason why I was getting them is because they were stress-induced. I was letting the stress and the frustration of my lady friend leaving and the Flyers not playing good really start to get to me. And it affected me. It really affected me. It affected my life. It affected the people around me. And it affected everything in my life. During the off season, I realized that, what? I'm a jerk. I am not a good person. I don't take losing good. And this person, I didn't want to be that person anymore. I didn't want to be that maniac anymore that screams at the TV and yells at everybody and took my anger out on people. I didn't want to be that guy. And I hated myself. I hated myself for what I've become. And that's when I knew that I needed to change. Not just for the people around me, but for me. It was affecting my health, and I needed to stop. I needed to end it. And until summer of 2023, that's when I promised myself that things are going to get better. I'm going to stop being a sore loser. I'm going to stop being angry. And I'm going to stop stressing myself out. It's a game. It's a game. You can't let it stress yourself out. And I looked at myself today and I realized how much of a jerk I was back then. That guy who got angry at the yelled at the TV when the Flyers were losing, when my dad was fighting cancer. I don't want to be that guy. Or I hated being that guy. And I was tired of it. So I needed to change my ways. You guys see my old YouTube videos. You see how angry I am. And I'm tired of being angry. And I'm tired of resenting people. It's time to make a change. When my lady friend left, that was her own decision. She's a grown person. And she has that right to leave if she wants to. If she wants to find herself, she has that right. And I have no right to stand in somebody's way when they want to have a better life. That's not fair. And I realized that. If I would have made her stick around, that wouldn't have been fair to her. that would not have been fair to her. And I realized that. I know she didn't want to hurt me. I realized that. And I know that hockey is just a game. And I shouldn't get mad about it. And that's a lesson for you. And I remember her telling me, it said this saying from her. Be the change in your life. Be that change. And I remember those words. And I am that change. And I will continue to be the calm, cool, and collective Timmy Flyersguy. I don't want to go back to being the old Timmy Flyersguy. That was a nightmare. And I'm glad that I finally had the guts to wake up from that nightmare. So let that be a lesson to you. Don't let anything stress you out. Try to stay calm, because that stress will pile up and it will cause a lot of issues, health-wise and mentally as well. I wanted to find my center, and that's exactly what I did. And I'm no longer going to ever go back to my old ways again. A lot of people criticize guys like Howard Stern for changing their ways. But I don't judge Howard Stern for what he had to do. He realized that he was doing the wrong thing. And let me tell you, his stuff is funny. Don't get me wrong, but Howard Stern realized that I need to stop doing this. I'm getting older. I have a life. And I have a new life. I need to stop. And you know what? Howard Stern did the right thing. And so did I. Guys, I'm afraid you will never see the old Timmy Flyersguy. That part of my life is gone. You'll probably never see it again. I'm going to be always calm. And this season, when the Flyers play, I'm going to continue to be that calm Timmy Flyersguy. And I will no longer go back to my old ways. Guys, thank you for listening to my story. I'm glad I can come on here and share it with you guys. You know, this is kind of hard for me to do. But I had to muster up the guts to do this video, and I wanted to tell you guys about my past. I wanted to share with you how I was and how I am now. So thank you for listening, everybody. Thank you.